Alrighty, here we go again. We're back in it. Now, last time, we made some switches for some doors in attempt to make a little puzzle, like a switch puzzle. There are some issues, to say the least. Let me remind myself what's going on here, because I recorded that video I don't know, almost a week ago. Okay, flip the red switch. Yes. Nothing happened. That's an issue. Okay. Blue switch. That ain't right. I've seen right before, and that ain't it. Green switch. Okay, one door's working well. The other one's just losing it. Let's see what's going on with this door. Okay, so here's the issue with this door. If the blue switch is off, it closes the door, right? If the green switch is on, it opens the door. So I flip this green switch, and it opens it, and then it goes here, and then it sees that the blue switch is off, and it closes it, and we're kind of cooked. Okay. So I think to start, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just cut this. We're just going to cut out the blue switch issues. Okay? Now the red switch, something's wrong with this one. Okay, blue switch is on. Edit that. Red switch, okay, is off. I want to make it as simple as possible for this first moment. Oops, I hit new game. I'm sure that's fine. I have to talk to Eugene. Okay, in the boat. Beautiful music. Isn't it serene? To the lighthouse. Okay. We're here. We flip the green switch. Okay, both of those doors opened. Uh-oh. Interesting. The blue switch does nothing. Okay, so the green switch opens both of these. Is that? Wow. Okay. So. Okay. I'm going to switch this one to blue switch. Okay. Oops. Blue switch. Okay. So, now I've got it set up. All of these switches open a different door. The question is, how do I make this somewhat challenging? Right? Here's what I could do. I could add another door. Where is this wall? Okay, now if I add another door here, call this door 4, give it an image. The cats are fighting. I'm not sure if you could hear that, but it sounded more dangerous and deadly than it was. Okay, I'm gonna say, hold on, I need to look at how I did these other doors. If blue, okay, not too hard. So we're gonna put in a conditional branch say if the blue switch is on, we're going to control self switch A is on. We're going to create a new event page for when the self switch A is on. We're going to do the same thing in reverse. If blue switch is off, we're going to set self switch A to off. Okay, so now green opens that door, red opens that door, and blue opens these two doors. Okay, how do I make these difficult or puzzle-like? So the thing that would make this hard, and not just, hit all three and walk through, is either we have to move switches so they're sometimes inaccessible, or it needs to be turning. If I turn green on, this door opened by red closes. Okay. Here's what I could do. Rather than having it be a self switch on these, I could create it as like a condition, right? Hold on. Let me cook here. If instead of self switch A equals on, I can cut that, and I could start this on a regular switch that blue is on, apply, and let's remove this self switch. Then hold on. I could say on this one, same thing. Okay, let me just do this for all of them real quick. Red switch, okay. I might be cooking here, I might not. I might be throwing. Get this self switch off. Okay. Okay. Then I could say on this one, hold on. I've lost myself in the sauce a little bit. Let me just test that this still will work. Excuse me. Oh, I still have the game open. Let me close it and reopen it. Okay. Wait a second. Interesting. Why can't I go past? What? I can't go into the room? Is the event blocking me? What? I don't understand. If I move these doors. Yeah, okay. Oh, new game. Always an all-time fumble. Come on now. Is that the case with all the doors, or is that specifically that door that is cooked? How do I open the other doors? Nope. Nope. There we go. So I can travel through. Okay, so it's specifically this door. If I open that door, I can't move through that door. Okay, so what is different between these two doors? Is it a priority? Is it same as characters, same as characters? Below characters here. And it's same as characters on both. So below characters has to be on the second one. Yep, that is the case on all of the others. Okay, so let's see here. Not this door. One of these doors. Okay, if red switch is on, control green switch to off. Okay. This is the type of thing we're looking for. I'm going to put the blue switch here. Okay, and which one of these are triggered if the blue switch is on? Okay, the red switch is the one that doesn't do anything. Because... no, the red switch should just control this door. Okay, I'm gonna edit this to green switch. Okay. And I'm gonna delete that. And now all of these should be assigned to a door, right? I forgot I moved that thing. Okay, why is this not working? Which one's the red one? If red switch is on... how is this different from the other ones? Okay, is it something on this? Control switch red equals on. I don't understand. I'm pretty sure I've said I don't understand about 100 times so far today. But this is exactly the same. So why is it the trigger? Yeah, the trigger for this is action button, when it should be parallel. Okay. bring this back out for testing purposes. So, we've spent 15 minutes. So far, we've made no progress. That's good. That's what I like to see. Okay. Let us see here. So, how do we make this interesting? We say here, if, okay, we're going to create a conditional branch. If the blue switch is on, okay, we're going to control the self switch A to off, and at the same time, wait, what? Why is this on both sides? Need to edit this so that if this is off. Okay. At the same time, control switch, green switch to off. Okay. So, what that should do is if I turn on the blue switch, it'll close that door. Even if it's open because of... So let me flip the green switch. That door is open. Flip the blue switch. That door is closed. We are cooking so hard right now. Okay. So, then, if I hit this, the middle one opens, right? Yes. Okay. So, if I put this in here, the green switch, okay, let's throw them down like this, right? I hit the green switch, I'm able to go into here. I hit the blue switch, this door closes. Okay, I need to switch these two doors. Okay, the blue switch will allow me to go into this room. The red switch opens this door. I think this door... Okay. So... let's play this out right now. Can I complete it right now? Just from where it's at. Yes, I flip the green switch. I go in here. I flip the blue switch. Okay, I flip the red switch. Oh. Okay, this one's also on action button. Hold on. Parallel. Why am I saying parallel like that? Parallel. Parallel. Okay, now I should be able to complete it. Not much challenge to it, but you can complete it. Okay. Yeah. Boom, we did it. But now I'm trapped. Okay, so let's say the red... Oops. Hold on. How did I control that before? Okay, so I just threw it on a door. So let's throw on the red door. This is the red door. How did I do that before? I said, if blue switch is on, close that. So let's say... if red switch is on, control switches, let's do green switch back on. Okay, apply that. So, continue. I flip the green switch, boom, we're through. I flip the blue switch, boom, we're through. I flip the red switch, boom. Okay. Oh. Did not want to full screen that. Oh, it looks weird full screen. I'm looking at the OBS. It kind of looks better on OBS than in real life. Okay, well, this door just cannot be opened. Okay. Okay, hold on. Here's some puzzling. Here's some puzzling. If the blue switch okay. Maybe in addition to this, I have to turn the blue switch off. Boom. Apply. I also think I need to copy the green switch into here. Maybe that'll make it doable. We'll see though. Okay, flip the green switch, boom. Easy. Flip the blue switch, yes. Flip the red switch, yes. Flip the green switch. Okay, that's not doing anything. Let's make it green switch is on, control switches. We're going to turn the red switch off. Okay. Apply. So, it's still not much of a puzzle. I will say that. So far, I think we're in a state. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I gotta switch all of these to parallel. Everything must be parallel. That's both parallel. That's both parallel. Okay. Here we go. I think having multiple options in the same room will also help us here in making it more puzzle-like. Okay. Everything just closed. That one opened. Everything's open. I grab this. Okay. We had a little bit of an issue. Okay, so if I get this closed, there's no way to reopen it. How does this open if the red switch is on? Copy, paste a red switch. Okay, hold on, real quick. Something here is forcing this to open and immediately close again, and I'm not sure what, but I think we're starting to get there. This is starting to feel a little bit like a puzzle. because I couldn't instantly figure it out. I think it's currently impossible to figure it out. Okay. Don't know how that happened. Okay. And I can pick up the thing, and I can run all the way back here. And hold on. Can I hit this? Okay, so it is impossible at the moment. Let me put a green switch in here. If I just keep adding switches, the puzzle becomes harder, right? That's surely how this works. Is this doable now? So, boom. Now this does something weird. Hit it again. I don't know how this is working. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I want this one. And I get that. I go over here and I hit this. Nope, I hit this. And then I hit this. And then I can escape. Okay, so this red one here is unnecessary. Let's cut that. We have a puzzle. It exists. It's real. It kind of works. I don't know how it works, but it works. It's functional. Now, I need to complete the rest of the puzzle. Staff. Let me go here. How did I do the pickaxe? Oof. Okay. I set this movement route. I don't know if this movement route is necessary. Okay. So here's what I gotta do. I gotta go into the database, and I have to make an item for this. Yeah. I didn't give a symbol to the pickaxe. I know there's a pickaxe symbol. At least I think there's a pickaxe symbol. Yeah. Gotta be doing that. Okay. Staff key. Now, here's the question. Do I give it a staff symbol or a key symbol? I think I'm going to give it a key symbol. Because I want to reserve staffs for weapon staffs, you know? Where's the key? There it is. Okay. Yeah. I don't need anything fancy. So, I'm going to go back to the lighthouse. I'm going to say, show text. An ancient staff lays on the ground, shaped oddly like a key. Like a key. Do you take it? Okay. Then I'm going to show some choices. Yes and no. If yes, show text. No, don't show text. What am I talking about? If yes, we're going to play a sound. Where is it? Audio. I think it's an SE. chime 1, right? No. Chime 2. Yes. Okay. And then we're going to change items, increase 1 staff key. Okay. Then when no, here's what we're going to say. We're going to say, no shot, you aren't taking the ancient staff shaped like a key. Like a key. That's weird, bro. And then we're gonna play SE. Chime 2. Okay. We're going to change items. Staff key. Okay. And then both of them, we're going to say gained staff key. The illusion of choice. Okay. We're going to apply that. Boom. Now, here's what we have to do. I think, if I look back, yeah, at the ruins, I think we have to, unfortunately, remove the dragon. Oops. I said oops like I didn't intend to do that. Okay. And then we're going to have to go back here. We're going to have to add an event. We're going to have to give it an image. And hopefully it should be yes. Oh. You're telling me I can't make it the whole statue? Let me do that. Okay. Let's go stat 1 for statue 1. We're gonna have to create 4 events here, unfortunately. If I do these, will it line up correctly? It better. Oh wait, I gotta. Now the good thing is these ones, the ones on top, all they have to do is die. The ones on the bottom, they actually have to, be something. I'm hoping that this not aligning is just, because of the events. Let me check this. Please look like the real statue. It looks like the real statue. Okay. Now, we're gonna say conditional branch. Okay. We're going to need an else branch. Item is required. The staff key. Okay. If party has staff key, show text. The eyes of the dragon glow. It looks down on you and stands aside. And we're going to play a sound. SE is sound effect. Boom. Actually, that's not bad. We're going to play that twice, I think. And it sort of sound, maybe if it works the way I want it to. Is that the one I did? Yeah, below 4. And then, oops, no. Delete that. And then maybe let's shake the screen. Shake screen. Okay. Apply. And then, here's what we need to do. We need to okay, we need to control a switch, right? We're going to create a new one. I'm going to call this Dragon Statue. Apply. On. Okay. Apply there. New event page. Switch. Dragon statue. Okay. If that's there, we can just remove the image and that'll make it yeah. Apply. Actually, let's just copy that event page and we'll paste it right here. I just need to change this back to that. Oop. We'll delete that event page. Okay. And we'll apply. Okay. And then, yeah. Then we'll add a new event page. Switch. Dragon statue. Apply. Okay. Then, these ones, all they need is to have a second form for if the dragon statue is on. Now, I have a feeling it's not going to work because of priorities and triggers. Now, wait, so this party has the staff key. Okay, it'll turn. So these ones can run parallel. Right. The ones up front, I think they need to run action button, right? Both of these, they need to control self switch A to on. So that self switch A is on. Okay. All right. Running out of time. I'm going to test this once. And if it doesn't work, it may just be cooked. What? Okay. Flip the green switch. Flip the blue switch. Boom. No. Okay. All right, let's see here. Ah! I can't even touch it. Okay, wait. Let me look at this. Same as character action button. Let me look at this. Below characters. Let's go same as characters on these. Same as characters. Okay. Continue. I said I was only going to test it once, but I have to test it twice to ensure it works. Okay. And it goes. Let's go. Okay. I'm going to save that. We're going to save the project. We're going to call that a successful day. Thank you so much for watching this one. I know that the last one was kind of a little boring. I was a bit tired when I started this, and I gave up pretty quickly. But we figured it out. We did it. And I feel good about this puzzle. All right, thank you.